It's 9 p.m. on a Wednesday. You just finished dinner, you are sitting on your couch. Your phone is in your hand, and somehow you feel more tired than when you woke up this morning. You are not doing anything wrong. That is exactly the problem. You have followed every self-help book. You have downloaded every meditation app. You have tried the morning routines, the evening routines, the productivity hacks, and yet something is still missing. Your life feels full but empty, busy but pointless, loud but silent. This is not your fault. Nobody told you the truth. The truth that transformation was never supposed to be a project. It was supposed to be a rhythm, small, quiet, ancient, something the Japanese have known for over 1,000 years while the rest of the world was chasing louder answers. There is another version of your life waiting behind these 15 ideas. A version where mornings feel like sunrise, not like alarms. Where meals feel like meditation, not like tasks. Where evenings feel like landings, not like collapses. Today, you will discover 15 Japanese ideas that will instantly transform your life. Not in 90 days, not in a year, instantly. The moment you try them, stay until number 13. Because number 13 is the one that changes everything you thought you knew about happiness. It costs nothing. It takes 60 seconds, and it will follow you for the rest of your life. But before that, number 6. The one I want you to remember above all others. Because number 6 is the reason Japanese people wake up feeling calm while the rest of the world wakes up feeling behind. Now, let's begin. Most people think transformation requires effort. Big effort, loud effort. The kind that leaves you exhausted and proud at the same time. They think change must be earned through struggle, through sacrifice, through pain. The reality is completely different. In Japan, there is a quiet principle that shapes everything from tea ceremonies to business meetings to how a mother folds her child's clothes. It is called Kaizen. K-A-I-Z-E-N, Kaizen. Kaizen means continuous small improvement. Not big leaps, not dramatic transformations. One small step, every day, repeated, patient, almost invisible in the moment, undeniable across time. Where Western culture chases the mountain in one sprint, Japanese culture climbs it one breath at a time. And somehow the second person always arrives calmer, stronger, actually changed. Behavioral scientists studying habit formation have found something quietly revolutionary. Micro-habits, small, repeated actions taking less than 60 seconds, reshape the brain's neural pathways more permanently than dramatic lifestyle overhauls. Your brain does not resist small change. It welcomes it. It builds around it. This is why 15 tiny Japanese ideas can transform your life faster than any 30-day challenge ever could. Now let's begin. Idea number 1. Wake up 15 minutes before you need to. You wake up when your alarm forces you. You leap into the day, you are already behind. Everyone thinks this is about waking up early. It is not. This is about yoyu, a Japanese word that means spaciousness or breathing room. Not extra time to work, extra time to be. 15 minutes, not 50, not 2 hours, 15. Enough to sit, enough to sip, enough to breathe, enough to enter your day instead of collapsing into it. Neuroscience shows that the first 15 minutes after waking shape your cortisol curve for the entire day. If you jolt awake and rush, cortisol spikes and stays elevated. If you rise gently and pause, cortisol regulates naturally. Studies on morning routines suggest that people who allow themselves even a small buffer before starting their day report significantly lower afternoon anxiety. Stop. Let that land. The cost of sleeping until the last minute is a nervous system that never catches up with itself all day long. The shift. A rushed morning becomes a spacious morning. Reactive becomes intentional. That is idea number 1. Idea number 2. Air out your bedroom every morning. You wake up. You close the bedroom door behind you. You never think about the air you just spent 8 hours breathing. You'd assume this is about smell. It is not. In Japan, there is a daily ritual called kanki. It means air exchange. Every morning, windows are opened, even briefly, even in winter. The stale air of sleep is released. Fresh air replaces it. The room breathes. This connects to Shizen, the philosophy of living in harmony with nature. A bedroom that never breathes fresh air becomes energetically stagnant. Research on indoor air quality has found that bedroom CO2 levels rise significantly during sleep, and elevated CO2 is linked to poorer cognitive function the following morning. Fresh air is not a luxury. It is a reset. Pause here. The cost of a closed bedroom is a mind that starts every day with slightly less clarity than it should. The shift, sleep exhaust becomes morning oxygen. That is idea number 2. Idea number 3. Drink one warm glass of water before anything else. Coffee, phone, notifications, that is your first sip of the day. Everyone thinks this is about hydration. It is deeper. The Japanese practice seiyu, the drinking of plain warm water first thing in the morning. Not tea, not coffee, just warm water, slowly. Seiyu awakens the digestive system gently. It flushes the internal channels that rested overnight. It signals to the body we are beginning. Neurologically, this creates a digestive priming effect. Your metabolism activates before caffeine ever hits it. Your body enters the day ready, not startled. Studies on morning hydration suggest that starting the day with warm water can improve digestion, energy stability, and reduce afternoon fatigue. Stop. Let that land. The cost of skipping this is a body that spends the morning slightly dehydrated, slightly confused, slightly behind. The shift. Caffeine wake-up becomes gentle awakening. That is idea number 3. Idea number 4. Bow even when alone. You never bow, not to your food, not to your desk, not to yourself. You'd assume bowing is a public gesture. It is not in Japan. Bowing is called ajigi, and it is not just a greeting. It is a physical act of acknowledgement, of respect, of presence. In Japanese homes, a subtle bow happens before meals, itadakimasu, before entering a room, before starting work. It is a moment where the body says, I am here, I honor this moment. Neuroscience calls this embodied mindfulness. When the body bows even slightly, the brain shifts from reactive mode to receptive mode. Blood pressure drops, focus increases. Research on posture and cognition suggests that small physical gestures of respect trigger measurable calm in the nervous system. Pause here. The cost of never bowing is a life that never quite arrives anywhere. The shift, rushing in, becomes arriving. That is idea number 4. Idea number 5. Make your bed immediately. You get up. You leave the bed unmade. You tell yourself you will make it later. Everyone thinks this is about tidiness. It never is. The Japanese principle here is Satan, everything in its place. Making the bed immediately signals to the brain. The day has begun. The past is closed. Behavioral research has consistently shown that people who make their bed within 5 minutes of waking report better sleep quality that same night, higher daily productivity, and lower rates of morning depression symptoms. Because your bedroom is the first environment your brain sees, and the first environment sets the tone for every environment after it. Stop. Let that land. The cost of an unmade bed is a subconscious signal that says unfinished, repeated all day long. The shift. A messy start becomes a closed chapter. That is idea number 5. Idea number 6. The one I want you to remember. Do nothing for 5 minutes every day. You never do nothing. You always have your phone, your podcast, your task list. Even your relaxation is loud. On the surface, this looks like laziness. Underneath, it is the deepest form of self-repair. The Japanese call this bokto. B-O-K-E-T-T-O, bokto. Bokto is the art of gazing into the distance without thinking of anything specific. Just starring, just being. Just letting your mind wander with no destination. There is no equivalent word in English. That alone tells you something about our culture. Neuroscience calls this the default mode network. When the brain is not focused on a task, it processes memories, resolves emotions, and generates creative insight. Bokto is not laziness. It is your brain finally being allowed to do its most important work. Research on mind wandering has found that people who allow themselves periods of unstructured mental rest show measurably higher creativity, emotional regulation, and life satisfaction. Pause here. Let this land. The cost of never doing nothing is a mind that never processes anything. The shift. Empty time becomes essential time. Boredom becomes healing. That is idea number 6. Idea number 7. Eat slowly. Chew 30 times. You eat in 8 minutes. You barely taste it. You are already thinking about the next thing. You think eating slowly is about weight. It is about presence. In Japan, meals are treated as ikigo iki, one time, one meeting. This meal will never happen again in exactly this way, so honor it, notice it, chew it. Chewing 30 times per bite is not obsession, it is respect. It also gives your brain enough time to receive the I am full signal, which takes about 20 minutes. Studies on mindful eating have shown that slow chewers eat significantly less, digest better, and report higher meal satisfaction regardless of what they eat. Stop. Let that land. The cost of eating fast is a body that never fully digests and a mind that never fully arrives at the table. The shift, fueling becomes feasting. That is idea number 7. Idea number 8, take off your shoes inside. You wear shoes inside your home. You track in everything from outside: dirt, stress, work, energy. Everyone thinks this is about cleanliness. It is about separation. The Japanese entrance is called Jenkin. It is not just a doorway. It is a threshold. Shoes come off. The outside world stays outside. The inside becomes sacred. This is more than symbolic. Research on foot health suggests that going barefoot at home strengthens foot muscles, improves posture, and grounds the nervous system. But the psychological benefit is greater. Removing shoes signals to your brain, I am home, I am safe, I can let go. Pause here. The cost of wearing shoes inside is a home that never feels different from the world outside it. The shift. A house becomes a sanctuary. That is idea number 8. Idea number 9. Practice mono-no-aware. Notice what is fleeting. You take your loved ones for granted. You take your health for granted. You take today for granted because you assume there will be more of it. You'd assume this is about gratitude. It is deeper than gratitude. Mono-no-aware, the gentle sadness of things. The Japanese awareness that everything is temporary and therefore beautiful. The cherry blossom is beautiful precisely because it falls. This is not depressive. It is clarifying. When you truly know something is temporary, you finally notice it. Neurologically, this is called impermanence awareness. Research on mortality salience and psychology has found that gentle reflection on impermanence significantly increases daily gratitude, presence, and prioritization of what actually matters. Stop. Let that land. The cost of ignoring impermanence is a life that only becomes vivid after it is too late. The shift. Taking for granted becomes finally seeing. That is idea number 9. Idea number 10. Bathe deliberately at night. You shower quickly in the morning, efficient, functional, done. The Japanese bathing ritual afuro is different. It happens at night, in hot water, slowly, not to clean but to release. Afuro is a full body reset. The heat opens the muscles. The stillness quiets the mind. The steam clears the emotional residue of the day. Research on evening bathing suggests that soaking in warm water 90 minutes before sleep improves sleep onset, deepens sleep quality, and reduces cortisol. Pause here. The cost of morning-only showers is a body that never truly releases the weight of the day. The shift. Washing becomes releasing. That is idea number 10. Idea number 11. Sit on the floor sometimes. You sit on chairs, couches, beds, always elevated, always separated from the ground. You think this is normal. It is not historically or biologically. The Japanese practice seiza, kneeling on the floor, and chabudai, low tables where meals are eaten seated on cushions. Sitting on the floor engages core muscles, improves hip flexibility, and strengthens ankle mobility. Studies have connected floor-sitting cultures with significantly better lifelong mobility and lower rates of chronic back pain. But there is a psychological element too. Being closer to the earth grounds you. It humbles you. It reconnects you. Stop. Let that land. The cost of never sitting on the floor is a body that slowly forgets how to move. The shift. Elevated becomes grounded. That is idea number 11. Idea number 12. Keep a corner of beauty in your home. Your home is functional, practical, but nothing in it is purely beautiful just to be beautiful. Everyone thinks beauty is decoration. It is not. The Japanese have a sacred corner in every traditional home called tokonoma, a small alcove containing one scroll, one flower, one object, curated, meaningful, deliberate. This is not decoration. It is anchoring, a visual reminder that beauty is possible even in daily life. Research on environmental psychology has found that homes with even one beauty anchor, one carefully chosen object or space, report higher daily mood and lower stress levels among residents. Pause here. The cost of a purely functional home is a mind that has nowhere beautiful to rest. The shift. A room becomes a sanctuary. That is idea number 12. Idea number 13. The one that changes everything. Say thank you to objects when you let them go. You throw things away, silently, guiltily, without a moment of acknowledgement. This is the biggest secret on the list, and it costs nothing to try. The Japanese practice, popularized globally by Marie Kondo but ancient in origin, is to hold each object you release and say, thank you for what you gave me. Thank you for what you were. I release you now. You'd assume this is silly. It is not. It is one of the most psychologically powerful acts you will ever perform. Research on grief closure rituals has found that people who verbally acknowledge the completion of a relationship, even with an object, experience measurably less lingering guilt, faster emotional resolution, and a greater ability to let go of future things without shame. Because your brain does not distinguish emotional attachment from physical attachment. When you thank the object, you release yourself. Stop. Let that land. The cost of throwing things away silently is a life full of unfinished emotional endings. The shift, discarding becomes honoring. Letting go becomes gratitude. That is idea number 13. Idea number 14. Walk slowly in nature at least once a week. You walk fast. You walk with your phone. You walk to get somewhere. The Japanese practice Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing. Walking slowly through trees. Not for exercise, not to reach a destination, just to be surrounded by living things. Research has documented that even 20 minutes of slow walking in nature reduces cortisol, lowers blood pressure, and improves immune function through exposure to phytoncides, compounds released by trees. But the deeper effect is invisible. Nature does not judge you. Nature does not demand anything. Nature simply is. And being surrounded by beings that ask nothing of you is one of the rarest forms of peace in modern life. Pause here. The cost of never walking slowly in nature is a nervous system that never fully exhales. The shift, exercise becomes communion. That is idea number 14. Idea number 15. End each day with one word, Atsuker-sama. You end each day with a review. What did I not finish? What did I forget? What did I fail at? The Japanese have a word, Atsuker-sama. It roughly translates to you must be tired, thank you for your effort today. It is said to colleagues at the end of a workday, to family members, to oneself. It is not congratulation for success. It is acknowledgement of effort, regardless of outcome. Neurologically, ending the day with self-acknowledgement activates the brain's reward pathway and reduces the rumination cycle that keeps people awake at night reviewing perceived failures. Research on evening reflection suggests that people who end the day with self-compassion phrases fall asleep faster, experience deeper rest, and wake up with more emotional stability. Stop. Let that land. The cost of ending each day with self-criticism is a life that never feels enough. The shift, judgment becomes gratitude. Exhaustion becomes honor. Say it to yourself tonight, out loud. Atsuker-sama, thank you for today. You worked hard. That is idea number 15. So here's everything in one breath. Wake up 15 minutes early for breathing room. Air out your bedroom every morning. Drink warm water before anything else. Bow to your moments even in private. Make your bed to close the past. Do nothing for 5 minutes daily. Choose slowly to honor your meals. Remove your shoes to make your home sacred. Notice what is fleeting to finally see it. Bathe at night to release the day. Sit on the floor to reconnect with earth. Keep one corner of beauty in your home. Thank the objects you let go. Walk slowly in nature once a week and end each day with the words Atsuker-sama, you worked hard, thank you. A transformed life is not built by adding more effort. It is built by adding more presence. Small, quiet, ancient, repeated. None of these cost money. None of them require you to become someone else. They only require you to stop rushing past your own life. To notice the moment you are already inside of. to honor what is already yours. Which of these 15 is the one your life is most missing? Tell me the number 1 through 15 in the comments. I promise someone else reading your number 6 or number 13 will feel less alone in their struggle, and that small recognition might be the beginning of their own shift. Share this with one person who feels tired without knowing why. I'll see you in the next one. Atsuker Sama.